You got the bars.
Hey, welcome in. Bud Light game night. We are live at Gabriel's in Hoover. What do you say, Dunaway?
Hey, what do you say, Brent?
Cut you mid-sentence there, didn't I?
You did. I was going to say we were just explaining to a couple of people at the bar how to get our show live 9 to 1. And I see them over there putting the app on and listening to their phone now. So this is going to confuse them that this isn't on our audio platform, video platform only.
That's right.
As we roll on. But tell them where we are. Lance, this is historic where we are today.
Well, it is. I'll tell you, to put this in perspective, I've been coming here for 25 plus years. And when Katrina, the day the levees broke in New Orleans, I was here.
You were here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Herb and Ray were actually on a remote. And I was out here. And, I remember all the TVs were on it. We were watching it. So, this place goes way back. A lot of regulars, a lot of people around this area have come to know and love Gabriel's. But we're out here for Bud Light game night. As you guys mentioned, we've got great giveaways. We've also got $2 Bud Light drafts, $2.25 long necks.
$2.25.
$2.25. You come see me, I will buy you one of these. How about the first 10 people that come see us? I will buy you.
Make it 20.
Cold Bud Light. Look, I'll go 20.
20.
Make it 50.
We'll go 20.
I'm gonna do 50.
Okay,
so LT's going to go 20?
I'll split the difference. I'll go 25. 20, 25 people.
Individuals, one per person.
Yeah, one per person. I'm buying.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
David Walls was already ordering 2 over there. Really
see
quick.
that.
Give me 2.
But again, $2.25 for the long necks, $2 for the draft. We've got one of these awesome Bud Light coolers. I hate to even give Yeti a plug, but it's got the Yeti built to it.
Why do you hate to give that?
Because it's not a Yeti.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a buddy.
Yeah, but it's built like that. So it's a high-quality cooler. We're giving that away. We're giving Rockstar's tooth away. Is it a molar?
Yeah, how did it go, Rocky?
I'm still numb. I can't really talk. I like a glass of water. They drilled in my tooth today, but can I make a complaint? I'm not going to say where I went, but dentists these days have a sheet you have to, when they refill all your paperwork again, where it's this big to fill out everything you own and everything you do.
Right.
There's a paper on top saying, what channel do you want the TV on?
Right.
Do you want a blanket?
Yes.
Do you want a pillow?
Yep.
Do you want headphones in parentheses for your phone? What do you want to drink? We have Sprite, Coke, whatever, bottle of water. I never do this, but I'm going to say yes on headphones. I'll listen to my phone, and I want to have a bottle of water. And of the options, put it on the Food Network. How many of those things do you think they did?
0.
Because I had to give the girl. Do you have your sheet? Yes, here it is, right here.
Is there a hygienist?
They had to be like, hey, this guy asked us for stuff. We never have people ask us for stuff.
Not one was granted.
Yeah,
not one.
0.
So I don't know why you even
get him on Yelp.
The place.
He did a great job. If he did a good job on my tooth, I mean, to make it not painful or stuff, I got about 10 shots to get me numb.
So it's like you got a mouthful of marbles.
Yes, I can't from the right side of my mouth. Like if I drank, it would probably go right down my.
You could have taken the night off.
I was shocked you were coming. I was setting up for 3.
Well, I mean, think about it.
Said, don't forget Rockstar's not here.
It's either Screaming Baby or hang out with half a marble mouth. But you know what you could have done? We could have put a cutout and you could have slept in your car for a little bit.
That'd have been great. God, that'd have been great. Sleeping. This is not really fun to sleep on either because it's weird to breathe.
You're talking a little bit of a lisp there.
Yeah,
I can't feel my lips and I can't feel my tongue. The half of my tongue is numb.
I tell you, the last time I had something done like you, I went to a place that offered the same sheet and they nailed every one of mine.
Well,
they got it all right.
I mean, I had to give it to 2 people. And I was like, here, what do I do with this? Oh, you give it to her. Okay. Well, I was told to give this to somebody. Oh, I'll take it. Yeah. Just throw it right in the trash. That's fine.
Yeah. And I dropped Ryan Brown's name and got a discount.
Well, you were using a doctor I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Rockstar was going to have the same doctor. Hey, you had the doctor I knew? Spot on.
Damn, blanket.
Yeah. Pillow.
Pillow. Headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Channel, whatever channel you wanted to.
That's right.
And really believes in the shot. Like you don't feel anything at that place.
Oh, I'm fine with it.
Really believes in the shot.
He believes in it. He goes, you good? We got all day here.
That's
man.
right.
I can give you a couple of more.
Numb as you want.
I have had so much dental work in my life that shot, the numbing shots do not bother me. They're like the tiny mosquito prick. I was like, doesn't matter to me. Just get sometimes they make your eye water.
The only 2 things I as a kid didn't like the prick.
Nobody does, man.
But now as an adult, you're all about it.
Now I'm all about the prick. No,
loosened up.
The thing that bothers me now is the numbness,
right?
And then the drilling. I don't like the drilling.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had the drilling where you're not numb enough and it hits the nerve?
God,
oh yeah. That's why my doc was like, it was just like you You feel this? And I was like, not really. He goes, let's play it safe. I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Because I checked that I don't like dental work or something somewhere on one of those 1,000 sheets.
Somebody says, God, I love dental
Yeah,
work.
somebody say it.
Come
here as much as
I like putting my balls in a vice.
And I brought my own handcuffs.
Yeah.
Please drill in my teeth.
Jacob says, hey, Dunaway, where are y'all again?
We're at Gabriel's.
I love it.
Bud Light Game Night Gabriel's here on Lorna Road, just off Highway 31 in Hoover. You know, the historic Nick's Pub that I told you my grandfather would drive across dry Shelby County to get to wet Jefferson County, was just right on the corner down here, no longer standing. The building's not even standing, but I've been drinking in these 40 acres for a long time right here.
You remember there was a place called Smoky Joe's, maybe?
Smoky Joe's up over the hill here. Yeah.
Well, I think it was over that hill, right?
I don't know where we are, but I think 31's over there. So up on top of that hill over there.
31's over there.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim. Yeah.
I think 31's
to our
right
left.
here. Yeah.
It's to our left.
But it goes this way.
Well, I mean, to a certain extent.
Yeah, but Smoky Joe's is back there.
All right.
Anyway, you've been drinking around these parts for a while.
For a long time. I lived in these apartments over here for a while.
Did you really?
Yeah.
After graduation or whatever, right? When you were working?
No, brief moment when I came back to Birmingham.
Yeah. Well,
right before I married Maggie.
Yeah.
I was in between housing.
That is after graduation.
James Sr. ever throw a dart in here?
Maybe.
I don't see a dartboard right offhand, man.
That's over here. I'm looking.
Oh, the red thing right there?
Do they serve Bud Heavy here?
I would imagine.
Then there's a chance.
What do we got?
We got Bud Light.
Bud Light, 2 1/4 long necks, $2 drafts. Again, the first 25 people here that come up and ask us, we will buy you a cold beer. How about that?
All right. We are live at Gabriel's. If you're watching us on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube and make sure you have subscribed. If you have not already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're just here lurking, we appreciate you doing that. But if you subscribe and set alerts, you always know when we're live. But give us a thumbs up there on YouTube. We appreciate that. If you're watching us on Twitter, hit a retweet so people join us and give us a thumbs up on Twitter there as well. Facebook, like us and share us on Facebook. Again, more people join us, the more fun we have. Twitch, give us a like and share us there. And that's all good. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments and we'll get to those.
Can I drop one sports thing? I know this is not a sports show.
You hear about Auburn?
It was a rough day for them. A little more happened after you left to go to the dentist. Zach Calzada, reportedly, according to Hoke, said he's going to have surgery and shut it down for the year.
Shut it down for the year.
Oh, it may affect my headline for tomorrow. I'm being serious.
Oh, seriously? You had a headline that was Calzada related?
We'll see.
No, keep doing it.
Well, I've got to start working on my headlines in advance.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are.
Well, when we were going to give them to Rockstar on Wednesday so he could build that thing for us,
yeah.
I'm going to confess I have not done it yet.
I haven't either. I hadn't even thought.
Can you still build it if we give it to you tonight?
It's going to be tough because I think some people will give it to me the segment before.
Well, I'll give you mine tonight. And the ones that give you segment before, just theirs are not as good as ours.
I'll send you one tonight, too.
Yeah. So Dunaway's won't be as good.
Tongue-tied.
We all said this. We were all thinking the same thing right then.
Were we?
Were we? Yeah. Go and say it, Jim.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Are we on speaker?
Oh, no. I was thinking that. Yeah.
No, I've got a story there, by the way.
I'm not sure. Yeah. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Swear to God.
We're not on speaker.
I swear to God, I almost said, that's my friend Bob.
What's the problem with that, Jim?
He dropped her purse.
It's a loud drop, too. It's
what is it, that purse you think?
It's like an elephant dump.
Could be a gun.
Could be. It's Jim Dunaway that said that.
Yeah. So we're rolling along here.
Yeah.
And, one sports thing I wanted to bring up, LT, was Kansas has sold out this game this weekend.
Against Duke of all teams.
They made the announcement this afternoon.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, LT?
Well, I got to say, I've spent time in Lawrence, and it's a great college town. And, I mean, their basketball is the version of what you get with, SEC football. And so they come strong and hard. It doesn't matter if it's, a 10-degree day in February. They're going to show up. They're going to tailgate for their basketball. And I went out to one football game at Memorial, and they played Nebraska. And they had to erect lights for a 2:30 ABC game. They were undefeated. Nebraska was undefeated. Nebraska was a 35-point favorite. I'll never forget this. Nebraska beat them 56-0. But it was packed that day. And I was more Nebraska fans, obviously. But if Kansas, if they've got a feel that they're going to be good, they support their sports. They really do.
I remember.
I mean, it was Kansas. This is Kansas and Duke.
But I think what they're trying to do, Lance Leipold, everybody's talking about this guy getting another job, possibly Nebraska. I think they're trying to show that support. Hey, we want you to stay here.
Well, I remember last year, though, they're playing Oklahoma, and that wasn't a terrible Kansas team last year at 2-10. They were way better.
No, they were better than 2-10.
2-10, and they had Oklahoma against the ropes, and that was the game where they tweet out, "Hey, gates are open. Anybody that wants to come up here, come walk right in."
Which means they had a lot of empty seats.
A lot of empty seats, yeah.
So
and that's Oklahoma in town.
Time I went there with UAB, I think it was about 28,000 fans, and UAB took about 1,000 there. So it's surprising to me that Duke, of all games, is sold out there. Duke
that
in
is
Kansas.
wild. Yeah.
I'll be watching that. That will get a TV.
Duke, Kansas.
Will not
See,
get
what
TV.
time slot is that?
11 o'clock, FS1.
Yeah.
I mean, you have told me, by the way, how many TVs you got? Because you've named about 17,
No,
7 games.
I've already, what I do is I plan in advance. Now, sometimes I'll come out more than likely with all my picks tomorrow. And so that will dictate exactly where the games are. But right now, all my time slots I've got filled.
Okay. I don't want to challenge
You're going to a wedding, I thought.
No, you knew that wasn't happening. I called that last
Well,
Saturday.
I got to bring something up because I got an interesting tweet from a female about the wedding.
Oh, all right. Hey, we are Bud Light game night at Gabriel's in Hoover.
Was it your roommate?
Bud Light game night, Gabriel's in Hoover. Lance is buying beer for the next 30 people that come up here. Was it 30?
25.
25.
25 people. You get beer.
I would
buying your beer.
love to buy you a beer. We'd love to
All
meet
right.
you. Come support not only our great client that is Bud Light. We love these people. They're awesome. $2.25 long neck. So I buy you one, and your next one's only $2.25. You can have a great night for $10. And we're giving away great stuff like this heavy duty Bud Light cooler.
No, it's absolutely fantastic. Just truth or not. Yep. In the last 12 hours, you've said this 11 o'clock game has a TV or not. Just, I may have miscounted.
Okay.
But you do have a lot of TVs. I forget how many you've got.
I've got five that are stationary,
Okay.
ready to roll, and I can use a laptop at any time for 6.
Okay. I know you said Clemson and Wake Forest has
It's got a TV.
You said Maryland, Michigan has a TV.
No, I did not.
You did not?
Mm-mm.
The big noon kickoff?
Nope.
That's
Did not.
Maryland.
Okay.
Undefeated,
Missouri and
undefeated.
Auburn, you said, has a TV.
100%.
Baylor and Iowa State, you said.
I did.
You have now said, you've added to the mix Duke and Kansas.
Yep.
You definitely said TCU and SMU has
No,
a
I did
TV.
not.
The Iron
You
Skillet.
did.
I did
On the
not.
show, you
I
said it.
swear to God, I did not. I swear on the rugged cross.
Rockstar, what do you?
As we played on the old rugged cross.
Easy.
I mean, when
Rockstar-
Brown gave the tradition
Nope.
today.
Nope, I did not say I was watching that game.
All right.
Okay. That was the one that I think got us over the hump there. All right.
Okay.
So I've still got one to play with.
We're dialed back. Yeah.
I think I'll go back Maryland, Michigan.
LT.
Yeah. That's when you should have said, I'm going to put TCU and SMU up there.
That always going to go to LT. I told you. You said that game was going to be on your TV.
I'll be peeking through the blinds.
All right, here we go. We got some questions. Well, first of all, Joey says possibility they think it's a preseason basketball game they bought tickets to.
It could be. They're playing.
Yeah,
They're playing
Kansas
Duke outdoors.
Yeah, I'll go watch it. Can't wait for basketball.
No,
season.
what would be interesting is if you had a preseason exhibition game, Kansas and Duke in Fog Allen, and then you had the football game. Where do you think people would gravitate?
Oh, there
towards?
is.
Oh, they'd go to the basketball.
Zero.
Hey,
Yeah.
an exhibition game that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Scrimmage.
You know what they should do? They should play on
They
the,
just won the national championship.
They should roll the court out middle of the field, play the first half of the basketball game pregame, let the football players stretch off the field, and then kick off, roll the basketball court off the middle, play the first half of the football game at halftime, play the second half of the basketball game, and then finish the football game.
No, I'll tell you what would keep Lance Leopold there is if they brought the basketball team out, rolled a hard court onto the field, and had a 3-point contest with all their players to show it's not a basketball school, right?
I don't think he cares if he gets paid. I keep hearing it pronounced Leipold. You know which one is which?
I think it's Leopold.
I think
Lance
it's Leopold.
That's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
Who called him Leipold today? Somebody did on our show.
Yeah, but I also heard it on.
I think it was Oscar.
I think I heard it with Danny and Dusty in the morning too. It said Leipold.
Oh, it was somebody on our show called him Leipold, though.
I think it was Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody did. All right. Question for Rockstar from Riley on YouTube. Can you retell the story about the conversation you overheard between the boy with the sucker and his dad in the bathroom? I don't remember this.
So it was.
I don't either. Sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like 2006. I'm playing at a restaurant. I had a Tuesday gig.
By the way, little Eli Gold. It was 2006.
Yeah, it's hard to get these lips moving. And my stomach dropped, and I had to put my guitar down and use the facility. And they had one stall, and they had a urinal and a sink. And I'm in the stall, praying that nobody walks in.
Right.
And then I hear the door open, and I see 2 sets of feet. One little teeny tiny set of feet, like a little 2-year-old kid, 3-year-old kid walking with his dad behind him. and the kid uses the urinal, and he's got a sucker of some sort because he keeps, and he starts rubbing it on his lips. You can hear him rubbing on his lips. Look, Daddy, I can wear makeup like Mama or something like that.
Wait, so this is in the stall?
No, I'm in the stall. I'm just overhearing all this, and he's rubbing it all over his lips. I can hear him rubbing.
You sure it's not a small female?
I'm positive because wait, he said, "Look, Dad, I look just like Mama" or something like that. And the dad just a huge. Please don't ever say that again, son. I mean, it was. I'm just going.
He's like 3.
Yeah, I'm having sweats. I'm on the back, but I'm like, well, this is. I should not have heard that.
I thought he was going to say that's not your mom, son.
No.
Now, what would be worse though if it was a girl that was role playing?
Be a very small girl because they said a size 2 shoe. Boy.
I mean, Dunaway's the foot expert. You've seen some small feet though, right?
Yeah, but nothing below a 4.
Oh my.
Oh, wow. Let's see. There's another one. Where is it? Charles says, I see Jim has a regular bottle this week. Last week's mugs were too big for you.
Oh, I'm just drinking the 2 1/4. I went with the economy here, Bud Light Game Night 2 1/4. You can't beat this. Got a whole bucket of them over here, and it's not my first rodeo tonight. This is bottle number 1.
Oh wow.
Bottle number.
Yeah.
And it's almost halfway done.
Yeah, we'll have him slurred in about 5.
Jacob
Well,
says,
if you watch Drinks for Dunaway, which came out 3 minutes before this show started,
Awesome.
You'll know I poured him a little deep on the Dunaway drink today before we left the house.
Oh, trust me, I had one.
Got you sideways, didn't it?
It did not get me sideways, but it had a bite.
Jacob says, South Alabama representing here. ZZ Top is coming to the Wharf next Friday. Should I go? I am not a big fan.
Oh, I hate them.
Never liked them. Even when they had hits, I didn't like them.
Even when they were whole.
Yeah.
Like one of the dudes died. Is it Frank
That's
Beard?
right.
The bassist died.
That's right. This would be like going to see those 2 magicians in Vegas without the other one.
Siegfried and Roy?
Yeah.
I think it was
Roy died.
Roy was the one that
got hit by a tiger, right?
This would be like going to see Bond without Jovi.
You know, I did think
wow.
the interesting thing, I watch most of the Breaking the Bands. It's kind of the new version. We've talked about this behind the music, and there was one on ZZ Top, and they're not that interesting. What was interesting was they didn't become big until they got their beards.
Yeah.
Like nobody really gave them anything until they had that look.
So yeah, go see
them.
them. Support the war.
I would not go see them.
I wouldn't either.
I think they're coming to Oak Mountain as well.
Love Oak Mountain. Shout out Dana.
Hey Dana.
Shout out Dana. I was going to say, Chris said the YouTube alert got him on here. That's what we always tell you. If you set the alerts, sometimes we're live in random events like this, and you get the alert so you know we're there.
Not so random, though. Every Thursday night, the rest of football season, we're 5 to 7 somewhere.
That's right.
I forgot to look where we are next week, but it's Gabriel's Highway
I'll
Lorna
tell you.
Road tonight.
We're going to be in Lakeview next week, and I'll give everybody the exact location towards the end of tonight's broadcast.
All right, stick around.
Yep.
It is Bud Light Game Night, and again, set those alerts, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe on YouTube. Charles goes on to ask, do you have a TV show guilty pleasure that you're embarrassed to say you watch or have watched in the past? I don't know if I'm embarrassed. I don't watch it as much anymore, but I used to watch Deadliest Catch about the crab fishermen on the boats.
Oh, by the way, it's still new episodes, I think.
Oh, no. It's still coming out. I'm not entirely embarrassed by that. I don't know what about it appealed to me, but I did watch that a good bit for a long while. You know who else watched it a lot? Our buddy Dan Wetzel that comes on with us.
Yeah, but what was that?
He would text me about it.
Ridiculous show that y'all watched. There Is Us or something.
This Is Us.
This Is
ridiculous.
Us.
My wife.
There's
loved it.
Us.
There Is Us.
There Is Us, and you watch Bridgerton. Those are guilty pleasures.
Yeah, that's more of a guilty pleasure, Brown. I mean, you're trying to be all manly with Dangerous Catch. That's not a guilty pleasure. A lot of men watch that. I mean, if I rolled in with, Bridgerton's a good example. I watched Downton Abbey. I'm not ashamed to say it. I watched that.
No, that was a good show.
I watched Bridgerton. I like Bridgerton.
Yeah.
I did not like it.
What is it for you? Game of Thrones?
No, that's not a guilty pleasure.
Because you like it. See, Bridgerton's a guilty pleasure. Game of Thrones is not.
Well,
what's the difference?
No, one's just very popular with the
massive
men.
One's good, and then one's.
Well, I didn't think Bridgerton was that good.
I don't think Game of Thrones is good. It's a bunch of dragons.
I will tell you my guilty pleasure, and there's a lot of people that will disagree because they're going to think it was awesome, and I thought it was really good and really entertaining, but I thought it was a little cheesy and a little over the top. Was Yellowstone for a while. But as far as the entirety of the series, it was justified. I love Timothy Oliphant.
And there are people rave about that show.
Yeah, but it's got a major cheese factor to it.
You guys know this. I watched the first Yellowstone, and I came in and said, what's the old girl's name?
Beth.
I said, Beth, is she a big part of this show moving forward? And LT said, "Oh yeah," and Dunaway said, "Yeah." I said, "I am out."
I watched 2 episodes.
That first episode with that Beth lady.
Oh,
she
she
is
gets
so annoying.
worse. I mean, look, if they would have an episode they cut her tongue out,
Yeah,
I would
watch
go. I'd be
that,
back in.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it.
I love Beth. Bathes outside.
Of course you do.
Good feet. Guilty episodes.
She'd have you on a leash.
Or guilty.
She would.
Well, for me, for the while, was The Walking Dead. I used to love it, and then I just got so tired of it because it never had an ending in place. It's something that they were writing episode by episode. It's the whole thing was, we found a sanctuary, we're fine for a couple of days, and then zombies take over. Oh, my bad. Walkers take over. We
The
don't say the words
walkers.
to them. And it's just the same thing over and over. I think I quit after the prisons season. That was a great season, and that was such a good concept, but that is not a show you need to stretch for 14 years or however long they've been doing it.
To me, guilty pleasure has to be, not popular with the masses.
I would think it's popular. Well, okay.
Like for me, I watched like there was this show called Sports Night back in the day. Basically, it was a sitcom based around. It was a comedy drama based around Sports Center and ESPN.
Right.
I think it only went.
I remember
2
the concepts.
seasons.
Yeah.
And but it was written by the guy who would go on to write West Wing, so I thought the writing was really good, but it was never popular. And I really enjoyed that show and would still watch it when I can find it. And then I say it all the time. I still watch West Wing about once a year. That's a guilty pleasure. It's been off the air forever and ever.
What about what's the last reality show you watched?
Probably Big Brother. Yeah.
How long ago?
Oh gosh, it's been a long time for me.
Month and a half.
Just about
This summer.
halfway through last season, I tapped out, and I
can't tell you the last
Well,
reality
I'll
show
tell
I
you,
watched.
it was 2000. Well, I tried to. The roommate's cousin was on this past. Is it Bachelor or Bachelorette with all the dudes and one girl?
That's
Bachelorette.
Bachelor. No, it's
Bachelorette, is
Bachelorette,
the
Yeah,
all the dudes.
he was on the Bachelorette, and I tried to watch one episode and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what holds up? Still this long ago, go back and watch an old episode of Joe Rogan and Fear Factor, because it's
they're
still
eating like donkey balls and stuff.
it's still crazy.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't know. I couldn't get into it now.
You know he has a podcast now.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah, he's
a few
not-
more subscribers.
Who would have
doing
thought
all right.
that he might be the richest guy in entertainment back then?
Yep.
And he had a head full of hair. He should have gone to see Dr. B.
The only thing that was crazy was if you go back and watch it now, it had it was early '90s and it had some cheesy music, dramatic music, and cutaways of them walking like into a room with snakes in a box and that kind of stuff. And you'd have a cheesy cutaway of a snake inside a box.
Oh yeah.
And you'd have the rattle really loud.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's early '90s editing.
Let's see. Lunsford threw his in 90 Day Fiance. Lunsford says is hilarious.
Well, they only have 90 Day Fiance, 90 Day after the whatever, after the 90 days, 90 days Pillow Talk. There's 15 days. If you have Discovery Plus, there is about 40 options you can watch for 90 Day Fiance. It is insane how popular that show
By
is.
the way, I go 2-0 for Lunsford last night. He doesn't even hit me up for plays
wow.
tonight.
Well,
Wow.
Lunsford, what are you doing out there in Vegas?
3:22 Vegas time right now.
That's right. He's got time.
Lunsford, I saw you won a afternoon poker event out there 2 days ago, and I haven't seen any more poker updates. Have you stopped winning? Cards gone cold? You gone scoobs on us? Let us know.
Chris says he'd be there already with us on YouTube if he didn't have to work in Dumpster Fire Town today. I'm assuming that's a reference to Auburn with all the news that came out of Auburn today. TJ Finley's dad putting coaching staff on blast, and Zach Calzada basically, according to sources, deciding he was done for the year.
Now, why is that a big story? Because it's against not all the coaches were on board for it. What makes Calzada getting season-ending surgery?
Well, I think it's a big
story.
story because you now know that you're down to Robbie Ashford and Holden Gerner.
Well, and I think it also tells you the reason that Calzada wasn't playing is that there was that fine line on whether or not he was healthy enough to play. I think it shows you, like, I was questioning what was going on with Harsin.
Yeah.
Why would you not let this kid play? We've seen him in SEC action in big games have big moments, and right now you don't have a quarterback. Why would you not play him? So now I think there's a little justification on why he wasn't played. I'm going to go on and say, though, I don't think, and this is just my speculation, I don't think he ever plays at Auburn. I think he will transfer out. I think it's such a mess right now. I think he's seen that mess up close. And I think there's kid could go to SMU, could go to another school. I mean, I don't know how good he's going to be, but he would have opportunities.
Remember, there are windows now for the portal. Like Alabama had somebody today, I forget his name, announced he was entering the portal. And, he had to be with it that he's doing it as a grad transfer.
Right.
So he's able to enter the portal now and graduate, as a grad transfer and go somewhere else, much like Bo Nix to Oregon. But if you're just entering the portal to transfer, you've got to wait now. I believe it's December, Brown, after the regular season's over with. Like they made an announcement, the NCAA committee the other day made an announcement asking all the schools to pull out kids in the portal, their names, if they had put them in there after a certain date.
Yeah. We're a little behind on the comments. Dave says 16 minutes until awkward. That was 6 minutes ago. So he thinks we're 10 minutes from awkward. Actually, that was 10 minutes ago. He thinks we're 6 minutes from awkward. I think that's directed at you.
I think I can only hope.
Yeah. JR likes your idea, Dunaway. He says, I've always thought a same city football basketball in November would be cool. Try it with teams like Vandy, Tennessee.
Yeah. I mean, to spruce up a bad basketball,
just know
a
that
bad football game with a good basketball game.
Yeah,
but
know
vice versa.
Telling your team, hey, one of us, we're going to show how bad we really are. We're going to see nobody's going to come see us. One of us is going to be a loser here.
No, but here's the thing. When would you do it? Like if you did it on Friday night.
Well, yeah, but that's it. LT, and you guys remember this. You just are forgetting it right now. When we played the Iron Bowl in Birmingham, and Auburn was the home team, they'd play an Auburn basketball game at the BJCC.
Yeah. No,
Auburn and UAB.
As long as you do it on Friday night. I don't want to see any basketball during college.
I think that'd be cool if
college football season.
Kentucky and Louisville did that. Now their basketball game's so big it doesn't matter, but if they would play it on Friday and then the football game on Saturday, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was and some of you will remember this, but they put 17,000 plus in the BJCC on a Friday night, and some of them were Alabama fans who would cheer for UAB, but a majority of the crowd was Auburn because it was an Auburn technically home game.
Let's see, Paul.
And by the way, 2 people have come up. I've got our friend Brett on the side, so she's taking care of the beers. So I got 23 more to buy.
23 more beers here at Gabriel's in Hoover, and we're here till 7 o'clock. So LT will take care of you until 7 o'clock. If you are watching us on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you've subscribed and set your alerts. If you're watching us on Twitter, hit a retweet. Give us a thumbs up.
Pool table over there. Joe Hunk hitting the cue ball right now.
A little bit, yeah.
A
little shorter and chunkier. No, about the same size. If you're watching us on what? Wouldn't you agree? Santa Claus is over there too.
Yep.
If you're watching us on Facebook, share it on Facebook and also hit the thumbs up there and like us on Twitch as well. All right. Good question from B. Foshi. If Tom Cruise and Ben Stiller's roles were swapped in every single movie they've done, what would be their best and worst movies? So let's start with Ben Stiller. Give him all of Tom Cruise's movies. What would be Ben Stiller's best movie as a Tom Cruise?
Last Samurai.
Probably Tropic Thunder as the bumbling.
Yep, you got it. You nailed it.
Out of sorts agent.
Yep. All right. So now Ben Stiller's worst movie is Tom Cruise.
That bumbling agent thing was a cameo, essentially.
I know, but that's all Ben Stiller could have pulled off with Tom Cruise.
I might go worst is Valkyrie. Could you imagine him as a German?
Can you imagine him in A Few Good Men?
That's true.
No. Hey, what about All the Right Moves? Or Top Gun.
Yeah.
So many bad ones with Ben Stiller. That's a good question.
Ben Stiller is another guy that wears me out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he's gonna. I think he's almost producing now because he's not starring in movies that much.
But you know, so when he did Severance on Apple Plus, and if you haven't seen it, it is outstanding. And it's got the poor man's Tom Cruise in it, who's
he's on
Adam Scott.
Yeah, Parks and Rec. Great character on Parks and Rec.
So he's done great behind the scenes work.
Poor man's Tom Cruise.
But he does a good job in this regard. Like, I enjoy a lot of his movies, but I don't like him. So I think that says something. Like, Meet the Parents is one of the great comedies, I think, of all time. I can't stand him, but the character's perfect.
Yeah.
He was good in Curb Your Enthusiasm as Ben Stiller.
He was, yeah.
I think Jerry Stiller's very funny. His dad
was funny.
Very funny. Well, thank you. Yes, he is past.
Heartbreak Kid. He liked the hot tub, didn't he?
If somebody wants you to her.
What about Tom Cruise and Ben Stiller roles? What would be his best?
Oh, he would have been okay in Dodgeball.
See, that's the weird thing. I think Cruise could have played a lot of Ben Stiller's roles. There's Something About Mary.
He'd been good in that.
Yeah. Night at the Museum.
Yeah, you know, it's hard for
Cruise is a good actor.
Well, yeah, no, he is. I think he's an underrated actor. I think we've talked about this before because of all the action films he's taken. But there's something about Mary. There's something about the character flaw of Ben Stiller being the loser And I just think it's hard to picture Tom Cruise in that role.
Yeah. I never thought I would like Valkyrie as much as I do.
I've never seen it.
It is I think it's such a good movie.
Tom Cruise in Zoolander.
Oh, wow. That would be weird.
Wow.
You like Valkyrie?
I thought it was a great.
I've only seen bits and pieces. I've seen the theater blow up one time.
It's weird. It wasn't really theater. It's really.
I think you're thinking of Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that, like, Tom Cruise doesn't even try to fake the German accent in it, but he's still really good.
Well,
no,
what they do is, I thought it was interesting to kind of give the illusion that he's German. Is that the first scene is him writing in a diary, and it's him speaking German in a German accent. Then it slowly fades into him speaking English, in kind of like an English accent, where it kind of shows like we're transitioning. We're gonna let you know that yes, he's supposed to be German, but here we're going to transition. You understand it.
And what's weird is Tom Wilkinson plays a really good role, and he's got a British accent. Like he's a German general or colonel with a British accent.
And you got
I like Tom Wilkinson. That's a good actor.
Oh, he's a good actor.
Yeah. What is the British comedian that dresses up in drag?
Eddie Izzard.
Eddie Izzard. He plays a serious role in that film too.
Yeah, good flick if you haven't seen it. Paul says more likely to happen. Titans make the playoffs after an 0-2 start in a terrible division, or Giants miss the playoffs after a 2-0 start in a terrible division.
I'm going to go Giants miss the playoffs. Again, I don't know if you can rely on Saquon Barkley to stay healthy. He was great in week 1. He disappeared in week 2. They still found a way to win. Daniel Jones to be consistent over an entire season, I find it hard to believe. The offensive line still got problems. And the benefit for the Titans, you're in a weak division. Jacksonville's improved. Still don't believe in them. Indianapolis is going the wrong way, and Houston's no good.
Yep.
So
that helps you.
Yeah.
Giants wide receivers concern me. I don't know if they've got
Kadarius Toney's good. They just haven't utilized him.
Yeah, but I like Daniel Jones. He's improving. I like him a lot. Helps out when Saquon's playing good. I would agree with you though. Titans that division could be 7-9, 8-8, and win it.
So you agree on that?
Yes.
Michael, I think this is back to guilty pleasure, Saved by the Bell when he was a kid.
Absolutely.
You can't say that when you were a kid. I mean, I liked Alf when I was a kid, and that's terrible.
You know what my guilty pleasure really was
Melrose.
No, well, that, but Fuller House. So I never liked Full House, and I had a bunch of buddies. Even in college, I'd walk by and somebody would be watching Full House.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in the fraternity room. Fuller House, though, when it came out, Jack was such a fan. I decided to sit down and watch it, and it was the adult version. It wasn't nearly as silly. I mean, it was really cheesy, but, it was adults having a good time. And, I thought there was some entertaining parts to it. And I watched the first 3 seasons, then I gave it up, but I thought it was pretty good.
What's your karate thing you watch right now?
Cobra Kai. That's a guilty pleasure.
That's a guilty pleasure,
yeah.
Let's see. MJ says Southern Charm for 1 or 2 seasons. Very embarrassed about it. They had some cute girls on it.
I see that all the time. What is Southern Charm?
I don't know what Southern Charm is. I really don't know.
So
four witches.
Read and Emily watch it. It's basically.
Give me a description.
So here's the way I would describe it. Yep. It is Jersey Shore in the South.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. They were down at were they at the Floribama? Were they at the Bama?
No, they did that Jersey something Floribama Shore or something. I forgot it.
Reveals a world of exclusivity, money, and scandals dating back through the generations of families in Charleston, South Carolina. The docuseries follows several Charleston singles as they pursue their personal and professional lives while trying to preserve their family names.
Again, old school money meets Jersey Shore.
But it's a reality show.
Yeah. Well, so is Jersey Shore.
I was saying, I'm asking, is it a reality show or script?
Hey, I'll tell you this. Now that reality shows got brought up, our buddy Charlie Vitella told me the other day, and I viewed this as a compliment. I don't know how you guys would take it. But he sent a text and he said, "Are you guys going to do a post Sunday show?" And I was like, "No." Like, we're doing Saturdays. And he was like, he said, "I just want to say I've never watched reality TV, but what you guys do on Saturday is complete gold, and I absolutely love it."
I think
because I guess it is reality a little bit, right?
Well, like here's the problem. Like Saturday, so we're always going to do the pregame show at 9. It's every week at 9. The Johnston RV pregame show, also presented by Champions World Famous Fried Chicken. It's always going to be at 9. The postgame show, we just kind of do it by feel. Like, this feels like the best time to do it. If everything goes the way some think it will, it might be the best to do it right after Auburn, Missouri, right?
The postgame?
Well, yeah. I mean, if this goes bad.
If we do that, it's got to be 3 then.
Well, that's my point, is what we've decided, what we've kind of started, I think, morphing towards is doing the post game whenever we want to, but then coming back late at night and doing the overall. like after midnight. Are you cool with that, LT?
Yeah. I mean, what if I'm at a wedding?
All right, let's discuss.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's discuss it. Why?
No, some random. I have no idea who it was, but somebody had sent. There's a video that went out. It wasn't from Barstool. It was somebody though talking about fall weddings and how ridiculous they are. This went out last night. So somebody tagged me on it, and then there was a comment from a female, and she said, "I've got to be honest. It's really selfish for you not to go. It's not about you. It's about your partner. And I honestly would break up with you if you didn't go to a fall wedding with me."
I mean, sometimes
I thought that was really extreme.
I think it's a bit over the top.
Alabama's playing Vanderbilt and Auburn's playing Missouri. It's a huge day.
I don't disagree that it's a selfish move. I don't disagree with that.
But
I'm not criticizing.
No, I get that, but I think it's more of a selfish move, and this was the point in the video. And I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I have not.
I'll find it in a second because it's a big platform that did it. To me, it's more, and they pointed this out. It's more selfish on people planning weddings in the fall. It's just not fair because if you're planning for a group of 100 or 200, more than likely, especially based on the region, maybe if you're in the Pacific Northwest, you're in the Northeast, you can get away with this stuff. In the South, you've got to also remember who you are taking care of you're catering to.
So I don't disagree that it's a selfish move for Lance not to go to this wedding. I also think it's a selfish move for somebody to schedule a fall wedding. And the response to that would be, but it's my big day. I'm going to be selfish. Absolutely, you should be. It is your big day. Do it the way you want to, but don't expect that everybody's just going to bow down and change their schedule because you decided to do it in the fall.
And it's not something we just came up with. We've been talking about this for a decade plus.
Yeah, I mean, this is long running.
Yeah. And I'm a realist for me, and I believe it's the same. Even in LT's case, though, he's a lot more cooler than I am and everything.
Jesus.
LT being there or not being there is really not going to impact your day. So who gives a damn? Let LT not come. You enjoy your wedding.
No, but you guys be honest. Would you go to a fall wedding if Nancy wanted you to go?
I wouldn't want to go. I'd probably go. I'd go to a spring wedding. I don't want to go to a wedding, period.
Yeah. No, I would not.
I know you would. Dunaway, would you?
Jennifer would not ask me.
That's what I was going to say. Maggie wouldn't even ask me.
Now, if it was family, it would be different, but I'm not in that situation. I don't have to worry
Maggie would tell you that I spend a lot of other time giving her wins. If we're keeping a score on the scoreboard, and we do in my house, I've given her wins on a lot of other things that, I get.
Is that what we call direct deposit?
Well, yeah. Well, I brought up the roof over your head. No,
how about that tuition?
For instance, I moved my golf outing scheduled for Friday to yesterday because of she wanted to have a date night. And I said, okay, I can give her that win.
Good God, how long do you play golf?
Well, I mean, if it starts at 2:00, it goes until about 7. Whew. Then I'm sweaty, a little drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, there's selfishness on both sides of these, LT. So I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I shouldn't even say I'm torn. I don't need to go.
On top of the fact that you do this for a living. I mean, we talk about these games all week long. I don't care. I mean, Rockstar made the joke that it's Bama, Vandy, Auburn, Missouri, but we talk about all the games.
Well, let's just imagine and this is downtown. If I go downtown,
what time's the wedding?
It's at 6.
I mean, all the way downtown
in the primetime window.
I thought you said it was going to be like in.
They didn't do it in the JP window. They did it in the primetime window.
That's what somebody said too.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not out of town and you're not going?
Yeah.
No. But let's just say that I go down there, I got carjacked, or I see an accident.
Anything could happen.
No, I get held up, and then 8:30 kick with USC and Oregon State.
That's right. That's a problem.
You've got to be around because of Brian Harsin. What if Brian Harsin gets fired? We got to interrupt program.
Breaking news.
What if they have at the wedding, at the reception, they had the Pac-12 network?
Well, I mean, Rockstar, the wedding is not physically in San Francisco.
If I told you where the reception is, there's not going to be a TV.
I mean, what are we even discussing?
It's at a highbrow restaurant downtown.
What is it? What are they, Amish? They don't have a TV?
There's not a TV.
Hey,
at this
is
place.
the girl pregnant?
Lance?
Now, Brown, I know you had some ranch waters the other night, but I brought this up.
Wow.
I did have some.
Dunaway, do you remember this?
No, I don't remember this.
I'm only asking if the girl's pregnant for this reason.
No, the bride's name is Chad.
What's the groom's name?
David.
I'm going to leave it.
Yeah.
So there's nobody pregnant here.
No.
It's not even possible.
I mean,
I don't want to get the puppets out.
What was the sequel to Twins?
I don't know what.
Junior, right?
Junior, yes.
Where
but
Schwarzenegger got
I
pregnant.
mean,
I don't think this is
The
possible.
only reason I ask if somebody was pregnant is because if it's a fall wedding, that might be totally necessary.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah,
being
yeah,
pregnant. That's why I was asking.
No.
And I realized I was going to stumble into that.
Yeah, well, I told you the other night and Dunaway.
Yeah,
But I was a forgetful one.
Trying to drive a show there, Lance.
A lot goes on in that post-game
A lot of
show.
balls in the
I
air.
think I missed that the groom's name was Chad.
A lot of balls in the air.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Our bride.
I don't know
How do
that
you know
works.
which one's the bride?
I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
No,
I
you
just
do.
throwing out one name.
Absolutely.
I really don't.
Jay says hypothetical. Would you rather have to fall down after walking through every door or slap everyone with no explanation before you say anything to them?
I'd rather fall down.
Me too. I don't want to.
Every door? Think about that, though.
I
Every
don't
door.
I try to
Every
avoid
person?
doors.
Haven't y'all seen Nick Saban in person? Would that be an awkward moment?
You slap him.
Sorry, it's just a tick I have.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, how you doing?
No,
Roll Tide.
you would end up getting your ass whipped once a day.
Oh, killed probably.
yeah, probably killed ultimately.
Well, how about a shape you're going to be if you fall down going in every door?
Yeah, but at least you're ready for it. You can brace yourself.
Some people call
About
it
to fall.
up downs, Brown.
Yeah.
Just think of the great shape you're going to be in.
I
Falling
mean, I
down
can
and getting up.
fall off this stage right now, and I think I'm going to be okay because I'm prepared to brace myself.
Back to the shows. Brian says Pawn Stars. Got a guy. Let me go find out how much this coin from 1687 is worth. That's his.
Brian's right, man. I get sucked into that show.
Do you really? That's his
yeah, and they'll
guilty
be
pleasure.
like, we're going to open this safe that we've got from 1922, almost like Al Capone's vault. And they wait till the end and they finally bust it open with this safe cracker and there's nothing in it. And like, I know nothing fulfilling is going to come from this show, but I watch it anyway.
Well, can you imagine having,
And all they do is Wikipedia, like this pinball machine. I'll tell you, back in the days, the Brits were bored, so they played pinball, and it's just it's bullshit that I could Wikipedia and then I could translate it to the masses like they do.
I like it when they find samurai swords or something. Oh, I got a set of 2 here. Oh, 4. So 4 sets. We need to take it down to our friend.
Yeah, he's an expert on samurai swords.
Kamachi Yakamoto. He's an expert on these Chinese warfare.
And he happens to live here in Las Vegas.
And he takes it down there, and it's like,
and happens to be on set that day.
Yeah.
they walk down. It's like hey, haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah,
Hey.
the cameras and the lighting are all set up, but I'm super surprised you
Yeah,
just walked through the door.
You got your mic pack on? All right.
And then it's like, actually, this is only worth $49
Yeah.
each because it's a Hollywood prop.
I like how they all shake hands too.
Yeah. Yeah, like they didn't totally set that shot up.
So
a little bit.
ridiculous.
Robert says Married at First Sight. The American version was good. Then they started doing an Australian version, and the Aussies are all head cases. I don't know what Married at First Sight is.
But just let me tell you, it'll freak you out, but it's available on your platforms.
Married at First Sight?
No,
Oh.
no, I'm sure it is. But Married at First Sight is the version where you have.
Wave at this guy. He's a big fan, right? He's taking a.
No, Married at First Sight is when
Yeah,
they date in the dark, right? And then they fall in love.
Right, you can't see. I mean, you talk, and you have these verbal dates, and then the first time you see him is walking down the aisle at the wedding.
So this is the version of somebody getting married in Vegas after a one-night stand.
Basically a shotgun wedding.
I mean, it's Ed Helms,
Right.
Yeah.
Heather Graham.
What show was it, Rockstar?
Stu.
What movie was it that they were doing an Indian version of it?
Slumdog Millionaire.
No, there was an American movie.
Oh, Forrest Gump.
It was an
Forrest
Indian
Gump,
movie.
Indian version.
Oh, yeah.
So if
Here we
you
go. He set his joke up.
no, if you go on Netflix, there you have the British office, the American office, and they've got an Indian office.
Yeah, that's one of the things. It's like in 32 countries versions
Yeah.
of the
Wow.
office because it's such a big it's
So I had to watch the first episode,
And,
and it's like they've got an Indian version of
the white shirt.
Dwight, an Indian Jim, an Indian Pam, and they're named different, but the boss is awkward.
Yeah.
And the very first episode of the Indian version is Diversity Day.
wow.
Diversity Day is one of the funniest American offices.
I've never even heard of that.
When the guy he goes, stereotypically you're bad drivers. Oh, I'm a woman.
oh Dwight. Dwight.
Hey, how about this? You want me to blow your mind, LT? Speaking of Married at First Sight, JR says Lance's buddy Matt Jones from Kentucky recently said he was approached about being on that show, Married at First Sight.
Is he a looker? I've never seen him.
Have you seen Matt Jones? I don't really know what
I
he
have
looks
seen
like.
Matt Jones. I can't judge him,
This is back to the Indian office, by the way.
but I'd say 6 out of 10.
Hotel.
No, paper company.
Hey, John Lunsford.
No, actually, you know what it is?
What?
It's not a paper company. They really are. They are answering calls. They are a tech company.
This a call center?
They're a call
Oh,
center.
so terrific. Hello. Lunsford says he's in Birmingham, so Lance's plays aren't doing him much good. So I guess Lunsford's in studio with us tomorrow.
You're on my bookie.ag.
Yeah.
Why are you back?
Look, he said he won his tournament. He's rich.
Good.
My bookie.
No, I need him back tomorrow. I got a lot of things.
Yeah. That'll get nothing will get him back like you said that. Yeah.
Hey, Lunsford, by the way, we were not trained on a couple of aspects like loading spots. We need you.
He did say LT got him in the green finally last night.
Okay.
Good job.
You're welcome.
Michael says, if there was a behind the music type show in a football program, what program would you want to see past or present? I mean, Auburn would be pretty entertaining historically.
What band would Auburn be? Auburn would be Crew?
Oasis. And it wouldn't be brother on brother. It'd be brother. It would be coaches and fans against the machine that is the boosters on the backside.
But which one had the guy who fell asleep with the needle still in his arm and then he wrecked the car? Was that or is that all?
We've embellished this story. So real quick, Vince Neal wrecked the car and killed somebody. The needle in the arm was Nikki Sixx.
Yeah. Is that same band?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like Auburn.
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they've had as much success as Motley Crue though.
Well, they're
and Tommy
two-time national champions.
Tommy Lee can have a SAG award, Kenny, because he's an actor now, right?
Yeah. Well, he's been in home videos and
home videos,
reality show too.
Oh yeah.
Chad says I'm getting fired up for Trubisky Brissett. How about everyone else? Yeah.
I mean, you can tell me my legs moving over here. I cannot wait.
I can't wait.
You can feel the excitement.
This is going to be one of the greatest stakes I've ever taken from you.
Yeah.
12-point difference on the total.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a pillow fight in West Virginia, Virginia Tech.
West Virginia, Virginia Tech got to score more points than the Browns and the Steelers. Trubisky and Brissett. Field goal contest. Who's kicking tonight, man, in Cleveland? In the rain in Cleveland.
Is it raining?
Oh, it's got to be. It's Cleveland.
Cade York. Cade York, who missed a big extra point last week, the rookie out of LSU.
What's happening?
Oh, he's doing a QR code.
Oh.
We're live at Gabriel's LT. It is Bud Light Game Night. Speaking of Trubisky, Brissett, Part 1.
Yeah, so I've got 19 more beers to give out.
All right.
Again, you come by, you say hello. Our girl Britt's over here. We're going to take care of you. But after that, $2.25 for the long necks, $2 for the draft. Come by, see us. Gabriel's here in Hoover. I think it's called Wild Oaks or Town Oaks, or what's the village called?
I don't really know.
You want to hear a fun fact about this place?
What?
Next door, probably 20 years ago, my mom had a gift shop called the Wishing Well.
The Wishing Well?
That was your mom's?
That was my mom's.
Did you work in it?
I did.
Did you play Terrence D'Arby all the time?
Guys, that was a joke from like 1988.
Oh, come on.
By the way, it's Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sign your name across my heart. Better song, by the way. Anyway, come by, see us. We're going to do this every Thursday night. We'll be in Lakeview next week. We'll give you more details on that. Come scan QR code. We can get you home from here too if you'd like. We get you an Uber. We've got plenty of cold beer. We've got great prizes, including this incredible cooler here. High quality. So come get registered and come meet us. We'd love to see you.
And if you are watching us on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Also set your alerts so you know when we're live for events like this every Thursday night at 5. If you're watching us on Twitter, hit that retweet, give us a thumbs up, share us on Facebook, thumbs it up as well, and like us on Twitch. And catch us every single weekday, 9 to 1, right here, wherever you're watching us right now.
So party of 5 there.
Well, Dunaway's got something.
No, I was just going to say,
I'm down to 14, by the way.
Okay,
very good. I was going to say, my favorite new text that I get every now and then is from Harry, who's letting me know that somebody else has just joined up lanceslike.com with the promo code Jim.
How about that? Yeah. So what do they get for the gym?
I don't know, but I get $15.
Wow. Hey, Charles has a great idea. If Lance goes to a wedding, post-game live from the wedding would be YouTube Gold. LT will drop you the link, and you can do your part from the wedding.
She's a brick
house. I've got a feeling, based on where this is, who's involved, it would be highly frowned upon.
I mean, this is the most uppity wedding I've ever heard. They don't have a TV, first of all, which makes them sound Amish. And, I mean, is it uppity? Am I right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I just can't believe you're even really considering this.
And by the way,
I'm really not.
Lance, well, I mean, you've not said no yet.
If he does the post, though, it's going to slow him down at the reception when he's trying to get in and get out, so he can get home for the 8:30.
Here's Jay. on that topic earlier, there's a line in the sand, break up and go on. You can't get over me missing a random wedding, then you ain't going to be okay with me watching games all day Saturday and Sunday. I mean, Jay's right. Jay's right about that.
No, but I will tell you this, the roommate loves sitting around Saturday she'll get downstairs. Well, she's late. She'll get downstairs about 2:00 and she'll hang out till 2 a.m. and watch football nonstop and love it. I mean, again, big Georgia fan, big Rams fan now. So she's cool on committing. She plays DraftKings with us every week. But she just wants me to go to this wedding for whatever reason, and I just don't want to go.
For whatever reason. I really don't know either. MJ says, absolutely selfish on the planner's part. Also, I hate holiday weekend weddings. Great. I got Monday off, but I can't go anywhere because of your wedding.
Great point.
Yeah, that is a good point.
That may be worse than fall weddings.
I had a really good friend did a wedding on Black Friday.
Why would you do that? Right before the Iron Bowl? Stupid. Chad says, Jim, skin the rabbit and you can skip the wedding.
Skin the rabbit, skip the wedding. Hey,
when's the last time you skinned the rabbit?
Oh, it'll be in about an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he was right. Awkward showed up at 5:50. That was 5:50.
Hey, and he's 3/4 done of his beard.
I know. And it's not even what everybody thinks you're talking about, but that's what it sounded like. I mean, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying I got to strip off and throw these clothes in the washer.
Right, that's skinning the rabbit, right?
Yeah.
Robert says, family doesn't matter. I skipped my brother's second wedding because Arkansas was at Jordan Hare that day, and so was I.
Yeah, hell yeah. War damn wedding.
Wait, skipped his second brother's wedding or his brother's second wedding?
His brother's second wedding.
Yeah, second weddings are a whole different set of rules.
Yeah, my brother's fourth wedding was out of the country.
My brother's fourth wedding.
It really was. And I was like, look, man, there's probably going to be a fifth. And I just don't need to waste some money.
So is his fourth wedding, has he duplicated any wives along the way, or is it 4 different people?
4 different.
Wow.
He's a divorce attorney, too.
Yeah, hey. Saving a dollar right there. You're saving a little money right there.
B. Foshi. All right, let me go back. I hate it that we run behind. Don't look right, sir, because you're going to love it.
No way, you got to get on this Bud Light a little bit more.
I hate it that we
Bud Light game night, man.
I hate it that we run behind on these comments because I have to go back and explain what we're talking about, but we get so many of them, we get far behind. Robert says, Brown, it's a Ken wedding, no Barbie. Dave says, okay, Ryan Awkward has now arrived to the remote. B. Foshi, you're going to love this one, Rockstar. B. Foshi says, Brown, they're gay. I mean, they're blind.
Are they gay, though? They climbed Mount Everest.
That's one of my favorite ones, you know. He climbed Mount Everest, but he's gay. I'm sorry, he's blind.
He says she tries to say it again. She goes, he's gay. I mean, gay. He's gay. He's blind. So flustered.
Oh, gosh.
Bud Light game night.
Yeah,
I mean, 225 long next year. You keep searching. Come register. We have 14 more beers to give out.
Do they scan the QR code to register? Is that what they do?
Yeah, that's all they got to do. You come in, scan the QR code. We will send you all the details. You can pick up your prize. You can come see us at the next round. We'll invite you up to come pick it up. So this is turnkey, man. Come hang out with us. Get ready for Thursday night football. We've got 2 college games. We've got an NFL game with the Browns and the Steelers. Trubisky, Brissett, great quarterback matchup. Actually better than what you get with Wells and JT Daniels.
Yep.
Just saying.
Bradley says his guilty pleasure is Bring It On. Why stop and watch a cheerleader movie every time is beyond me.
Hey, I dropped the ball on Bradley. I thought about him today. He had hip replacement surgery or hip surgery or something on Tuesday, and he said he was a little nervous.
Is that Bradley?
Yeah, I think so. And he wanted us to send his best, and I forgot to tell you guys.
Well, hey, all the best the other day when you were having surgery, Bradley.
Good luck on your surgery, Bradley.
Well, the anesthesia.
We were thinking about you all day.
You know, he's still with us, so
I mean, it went well.
Bradley, we're sorry.
Either that or somebody's hacked your Facebook account.
You probably should send it to Brown or Rockstar if you ever wanted to get
on
a timely manner.
So if you want to, speaking of your surgery, I would say something from one of my favorite lines of my favorite films, Bring It On.
By the way, Bradley, I think he sent it to the right person. I think you guys wouldn't have even read it or remembered.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Booyakasha.
How many number of people do I reply to on social media on behalf of the company?
How many? I don't know. How many?
Half of the company.
Thousands, Rockstar.
Hey,
thousands.
Lunsford, who apparently knows his trash TV, says Married at First Sight is where they're paired by experts. Bobby says we were all dead wrong. Married at First Sight. The first time they speak to each other is at their wedding. I don't even know.
Wow.
Yeah, but the cool thing about that is you can get an annulment quickly, right?
You can.
Oh, you are talking about the one y'all talking about. They don't see each other is on Netflix. It's Love Is Blind.
Love Is Blind.
Really good, Rockstar.
Nick Lachey.
But you know, like so. Brittany Wagner and Kelly Hunter are doing the Next Round Cocktail Hour, and I heard them the other night talking about their celebrity passes. And Brittany said if Bradley Cooper asked her, you've got to be on a jet in 30 minutes, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit here.
Now, Brittany, who said this?
Brittany Wagner.
Okay.
Said that she would pack all her stuff and marry Bradley Cooper sight unseen, or I guess sight seen, but not knowing the guy at all.
Wow.
He's got the hair from American Hustle.
He is a good-looking guy, Bradley Cooper.
Like, I'm trying to think.
Funny guy, got a lot of money. I mean, what's not to like?
Is there a girl right now that you don't know? I mean, you know her through her persona. Is there one that you would just pack everything and leave for?
Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, not leave Maggie, but
yeah,
if I never
I'm
knew
married.
Maggie,
Like if I were single
No,
right
I'm talking
now.
about if you were single.
yeah, if I was single,
Sure. Steffi Graf.
if I was single at this age, I'd be really sad. LT, I'd leave for just about anybody.
Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah, all right.
I'd leave for her and those fried pickles she has right there.
Linda Ronstadt.
LT, I think I could get you married. Dunaway, I could get you married off in here, I think. You wouldn't even have to leave the building.
I'm trying to think, like, what would be the best situation for that?
I don't even know. I couldn't think of that.
Because you really don't know what you're getting into. Like, Denise Richards in Wild Things was hot, but, like, she is not so.
Legit crazy.
Yeah.
She's
She
doing
married
OnlyFans now,
Yeah,
right?
She married Charlie Sheen. Her daughter's doing OnlyFans too.
Like the girl is into me no matter what. Right now, I think I would leave for.
No, you're taking on her personality too. She's into you. She's like, I'm going to marry you, and we're going to go from there.
Just meet me. I would probably go right now, Kelsey Ballerini.
Wow, I don't know anything about her.
I think I would go Kay Adams.
Kay Adams. Well,
Yeah.
she's out of work, so she could use the paycheck.
I thought she
The governor?
That's Kay Ivey.
Oh.
What was she saying to LT?
No, I mean, Kay Adams obviously likes football, and she doesn't seem crazy.
Kelsey Ballerini's dropping a new album tonight at midnight.
That's exciting.
I would kill a man for a water right now.
So
there's the cover right here.
Can you see if they can get us 2 waters, LT?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good cover.
Yep.
Hey, let's see. Cornbread wants to see a behind the music on the next round. Would we have a good behind the music, you think?
Yeah, we should turn it into
Well, just know that-
13 segments and make it a documentary.
Just to know, on every behind the music, there is a crash and burn segment.
Well, but no, we haven't
There's a-
crashed and
there's a-
burned, though.
That's every behind the music, though.
Well, I mean, our behind the music is basically going to be our history of the next round that we're going to do next summer now.
I think we're missing the boat on having a behind the music where we reenact ones that really happened and we all play a character. Like I'm
Seems
Nikki
so
Six.
complicated.
We just do the whole script over.
You're Nikki Six, you said?
Yeah, man, I just woke up and the needle was still in my arm.
He died. He said died for 7 minutes.
Hey,
It's all light.
what do you guys think about this idea? Jake says, any day, one of these days, y'all could rent out a venue on a Saturday, have a huge watch party with football all day, come and go as you want.
You don't do that on a college football Saturday.
Well, that's the whole point. It's
You don't
only college
expect
football
people to
Saturday.
come.
Why would they not come to watch
It's
football
college
with
football
us?
Saturday.
But they would come with us. They would watch football with us.
Here's a question. Would you guys do that for
A wedding? No.
Would you guys do that for March Madness?
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Oh, you're
asking.
talking to them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know you would.
the
You'd do
listeners.
anything for a paycheck.
Hey,
I'm just saying, would you?
Such a turd.
Would our viewers do it for March Madness? Would they do it for basketball?
Yeah.
or
I
the
don't
big
know.
or UFC 645? Don't they do like one every weekend?
Key question here.
Okay, go ahead.
Michael, who takes care of Lady Bird on a last second decision on the wedding? So that's your out, LT. Somebody's got to take care of the dog.
Okay, so it's funny. Taylor Korn,
This was
our
hilarious, by the
social
way.
media director. She went over to the house today. She had to pick up some tequila mix.
As we all do.
Yes. That's part of being an employee at Double Down Media.
But I told her, I said, when you go in, I said, Lady Bird, she's been, she's been inside for about 5 or 6 hours now. Let her out, let her go to the bathroom. So Taylor gets there. She obviously spooks Lady Bird. Lady Bird goes under the coffee table. Show you guys pictures tomorrow. I already gave it to Scott. And she wouldn't come out. So we were recording the Players Club today, and I start getting FaceTime from Taylor. And then she's sending me a text, hey, I need to talk to you about Lady Bird. So I get a little nervous, and we get done, and I call, and she's like, she won't come out from under the table. And I said, just leave her. So anyway, with that
No,
said,
that's not what her first comment was. Would you talk to Lady Bird?
Taylor,
Oh,
ask
yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
the
Would you
leader.
talk to Lady Bird?
Okay, hand her the phone.
You please would you
Yeah.
have filmed that?
Would you talk to your dog?
Yeah.
It's
Lady-
it's our dog. No, it's your dog when she's acting like
Lady
this.
Bird has become a diva. You guys want to guess what she had for dinner last night?
Wagyu.
No.
Cheese dip.
So
Wait, last night was a
shameless
Wednesday
plug.
night?
My buddy Kyle runs a place called Freddy's Wine Bar. I think you guys have been before, right?
Yes.
But
Shit, Pinot.
she had meatballs and
That's
she had 4-cheese mac and cheese gnocchi from Freddy's Wine
I
Bar.
So
knew
she had meatballs and
No.
gnocchi.
Yeah,
I knew what I wasn't going to guess was Sharina. I don't think our dog's ever had dog
She
food.
loved gnocchi.
Well, that's what I said in our office today, Brown and Rockstar. I said, if you ever kenneled that dog would be sitting in the corner with his paw raised saying, I am not eating that.
You put my food in a bowl? No,
take her
thank you.
Kendall, she's in a prisoner of war. She's
Yeah.
at camp.
Get me out.
Is that your water or mine?
No, we never got waters.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of. You want to keep going here? We're at 6 o'clock. What do you
Yeah,
want
that's
to do?
fine.
All right.
Makes the time fly by. Hey, don't forget it's Bud Light game night here on a Thursday night. It's where the fans gather. We're at Gabriel's on Lorna Road. LT, it was going to tell us. So tell us right now, LT, as we flip over to hour number 2 of where we'll be next Thursday night.
Hold
Big
on.
unveil. We're coming to your city.
Hold on. I will tell you in just 1 second. I just got a
We're in Lakeview.
I just got a wedding related text from the roommate that I've got to read.
Oh,
to
it's
you guys.
canceled?
It is not canceled
Yeah.
now, but I'll tell you what is
Lakeview.
hold on.
Special place in Lakeview coming up soon. Bud Light game night tonight, though, at Gabriel's. Don't forget, you can. Oh, look at that.
There's our water. Thank you. Thank you.
This
Thank
could be
you.
straight vodkas, though.
That's quite all right.
Thank
I'm
you.
thirsty enough.
No, I'm good. Thank you. I like your outfit. It glimmers.
Oh, God.
It does.
Still awkward. What you got, LT? All right, what are we doing here? All right,
hold on.
It's
I'm-
a Bud
I'm-
Light game night. We're at Gabriel's in Hoover. Hang on, I'll reset
I'm
it.
almost there.
Hang
Here we-
on,
I got it. I got
We're
it.
at Gabriel's in Hoover.
Yep.
If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up for us. If you're on Twitter, retweet it, hit the thumbs up. If you're watching us on Facebook, give us a like and a share so everybody can see the show. If you want us to talk about something, just drop it in the comments. We'll do an Ask Us Anything. Bud Light game night from Gabriel's in Hoover. How many beers can you still give away here, LT?
We're
almost
down
out.
to we're down to 9 right now.
We're down to 9 beers.
Yep.
9 more beers on LT if you get here. And while you're over there, just in front of us, you can scan the QR code and enter for a chance to win that cooler. It's right down there in front of LT. All right.
So next Thursday night, Dolphins at Bengals. By the way, I will take Bengals right now at a pick for a steak if you want to do it. Dolphins, Bengals.
At a pick?
Yeah.
Right now.
Just whoever wins. I'll take the Bengals.
Yes, I'll take Dolphins for a pick.
I don't understand, LT. Like,
It's the Dolphins at
no,
a pick.
no. I don't care. LT does this. He's done it twice now. And I mean, I cheered for the Rams in the stupid Super Bowl.
Are you sure about that?
100%. Who are you playing?
Hey, what was the one earlier this week? It was Tua.
The team
about
you're
something.
playing next Thursday, the Bengals.
And the time you played the Patriots when y'all crapped on midfield, I was cheering for you then too.
Well, I'm not surprised about that.
Dolphins at a pick versus Cincy. I got
Yeah.
that. What was the one earlier this week? I had Tua and something.
You got Tua
He doesn't
more
even know
total
what he does.
touchdowns than Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
You
Very
don't even
good.
know what
And you've also got Tua to finish the season. Anyway, so next Thursday night, Dolphins, Bengals. We're going to be at the Steel Gastro Pub. It's in Lakeview.
Oh, I
and
love
just to
that
remind
place.
you, it used to be our friends from Sky Castle, that same location. So if you haven't been to Lakeview in a while, where Sky Castle used to be, it is now the Steel Gastro Pub. We will be doing Bud Light game night 5 to 7. Great specials, incredible giveaways, all the stuff that we're doing right here at Gabriel's. And you've still got an hour to get by and see us.
That's right. Tripp says he'd leave right now for ESPN sideline reporter Katie George. She likes football. She's attractive. I'm in.
Wow, trip. Katie George. I wouldn't have gone there. I mean, she's very attractive. She's all that, but that's an off the beaten path person I had not thought of.
Yeah.
Robert says, I usually prefer brunettes, but drop everything for the girl for me would be Paige Spinaric. I don't know how to say her last name.
Golf Golf Channel?
I don't think she's on Golf Channel. I think she's just a golf thing on like Instagram and stuff.
So
Smuff says, Jim, you'd be Mick Mars in the
Mick Mars looks rough.
Mick
Yes.
Mars.
Yep.
He looks like a older Alice Cooper.
So real quick,
Thanks
the
for F a lot.
I'm just telling you who he is. I didn't say it.
listening to people shit talk the roommate and the line in the sand, I'm laughing at everybody thinking I'm that demanding. She's really not. She just brought up a point. She wanted me to go to one of her best friends in high school's wedding. And she said, and no, you're not going. So,
all right, there we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
so it's
You won.
Well, it worked.
Settled.
We beat her down for you,
Yeah.
LT, just
You
like
won.
you wanted us to. Marianne, all that was scripted.
Mhm.
Thank you. Brandon and I and
I
Rockstar
really
are
didn't
nice
care one way or
people.
the other.
God, Brown, Dunaway can be a dick. Brown can turn it on too.
How was I? What did I do?
I don't care. I don't care. You want to break a Guinness World Record? I'm not going to be there.
Well,
I don't.
not.
Yeah. See, at least I'm consistent.
I'm going to go play 18 holes of golf tomorrow. You want to go?
Ooh.
I mean, what's the difference? Okay, I don't. You never want to go play golf. I don't invite you. I don't want to go. You know.
Yeah, but I don't say it out loud. Like when you go, I'm going to play golf. I'm like,
you go, yo.
Oh,
but see, you will admit.
That's all y'all do.
You'll admit that his is more severe because I am constantly a dick. So you're used to that, right?
I just don't understand why that.
No, but I think you're more passive aggressive. Brown is just very stoic and like, I won't be there. Yeah.
But I don't want to go to a 24-hour bar crawl with you. That does not sound fun at all.
No, but you seem like a guy that doesn't give any leeway at all.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like once you cross your arms and you say, I'm not going.
That is true.
Then you're just not going to go.
You're a guy that thinks you can sell anybody into doing it.
That's not true. I'm
is
a guy
true?
that I try to show you the good side.
See, is that Rockstar? You
Y'all
be
a
the
great
arbitrator.
sitcom.
I try to show you a good
Y'all
side.
like the Lorax.
No, here's what happens.
I just don't think there should be a 100%. This is not going to happen without hearing both sides.
No,
That's why I listened to the wedding.
Some people
thing.
call that selfish.
No, I heard the only side I needed to hear. 24 hours of bar crawling in New Orleans. That sounds awful to
It was
me.
17 hours.
New Orleans was the awful part. The hours were not the awful part. I have zero desire.
It was for the company, though. And you once said you'd do anything for the company.
Oh, God.
I don't think it's really for the company. I think Lance just wants to do this.
No, I swear to God, on my kids, it's more for the company.
Rockstar, do you believe that?
Well, I mean, I can do this without the company. I mean, I probably will.
All right, I'm not going to be there.
Think of the things he's done for the company. He has stayed at that
Floribama
crappy hotel in Chicago.
Yeah, what was that?
He
The
spent 5
Ritz-Carlton?
hotels, 5 days at the Floribama.
Yeah.
These guys giving.
All for the company.
And now he wants to go to New Orleans for us.
Y'all forget I was at a bus stop, a crack whore hotel in Salina, Kansas, with my innocent daughter, who it completely took her trip off the rails.
I just know with you, Lance, and this is not meant as don't get offended about this.
It's getting set up. I really don't care.
No. I know you don't because you and
precursor. This isn't meant as an insult, but
no. I just know with you, if I leave the door slightly cracked, you will do the sales pitch as long as you can to try to convince me to do it.
Well, I got to be honest. I've got this thing. I'm having a conversation. I'm waiting for the call right now.
What do you like?
I think we flipped this. No, from New Orleans to Nashville.
You've got a better chance with me in Nashville.
Yeah, and I think I've got us a place to stay.
Yeah. And it's sold. It's making money for the company.
Yeah.
Well, that's with or without me there. It doesn't matter if it's making money for the company.
Yeah, but I think I've got this thing pieced together already.
You got to go to Nashville, man.
No, you've got. I told you.
He likes Nashville.
I told you last night. Now you'll have to admit, as much as you're dogging me right here, I told you last night. If it's Nashville, there's a chance I'll do it.
Yeah, and I only need you out of the 17 hours. I only need you 6 hours.
Yeah,
I need 3 2-hour shifts.
And that helped too. I didn't know that part either.
But here's the part I don't like about it. It's a football Saturday.
No, it's not.
Well, no, I talked him out of that.
Okay.
We're doing a Friday. Here's what we're going to do. No, we're going to leave Thursday after the show. I'm going to have us a place Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday. So what we do.
When are we doing the show?
We'll do the show on Friday morning.
From Nashville?
Yeah. At 10 o'clock, I do the first hour. Then I break away. I go to the first bar that opens. These guys have got this set up. There's 80 bars they've got in their vicinity. I go do first hit, and I'll do a hit from every bar every 20 minutes, a real quick call in. And so I'll do the first hour with you guys. You do the final 3 hours. After that, y'all can come join me whenever you want. And then I'll get a good night's sleep from 3 till 11, 8 hours. And I'll be up for football Saturday. Watch football all day in Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good setup.
I'm in.
You left that door just a little bit.
The door is open for Nashville. I'm not going to say that. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. The door's open for Nashville.
I think it's a good idea. I think it's a Guinness World Record. I've never broke one of those. This is the only opportunity I've got.
This is where you're
MJ,
driving for the camp. This is where you're driving the show. You got to fill the dead air.
MJ says it sounds like LT made a deal to take the roommate to Nashville if he can miss the wedding.
Hey, and look who's calling right now.
Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the sponsor.
I don't lie. He is calling right now.
He wants to go on the air with Brown. You're on the air.
Michael says, "Hey, Dunaway, are y'all at Gabriel's for Bud Light game night?"
We are all day until 7 o'clock tonight.
All day,
all day until.
It feels like I've been here a while. We set this up, Rockstar. We got here earlier.
Oh, the grind.
Yes,
The grind. I'm
Ooh.
sorry.
you know what? These things don't set themselves up.
No, you want to get your teeth drilled on? I was having a blast too.
MJ says Brown is Southern Baptist and he's selling booze and gambling sites. I think he makes compromises.
Yeah.
That's what about that, Brown?
Jeez,
Well,
Brown.
I don't think. I think first of all, there's no prohibition of drinking alcohol in the Bible. In fact, it's right in there. I think I think you should do it responsibly, obviously, and that's up to each individual to figure out what responsibly is. Obviously, I don't drink and drive. We don't support that as a show. We, in fact, support the alternative, decide to ride. Right? It's part of our show. So there is that. And the verses that people in the Bible use to prohibit gambling are very weak on that subject. I think they're taken out of context.
Where are they in that?
Huh?
What part of the Bible is that?
There's some parts about casting lots and things like that, but that's not at all. Those are taken way out of context, I think.
Like
and
some of the Leviticus stuff is taken out of context?
I don't think gambling, like on football games, for instance, like Lance, the games you give out at Lance's Lock on the show are the games you give out on the podcast. Do you just randomly pick those out of your butt and give those? What do you do?
No, I've got a system. I go through, I put a lot in, and actually the roommate brought this up the other day. She's like, you put a lot into your picks.
You really do. You're very competitive in it.
And I'll tell you, the most detailed pain in the ass is college basketball Saturdays, because there's literally 300 games on the board. But I've got a system. I go through, I pick what I like, and then I have got multiple things that I weigh out. And there's a series of, in football, it's 5 steps. In basketball, it's 3. And but yeah, I'm very thorough.
Yeah.
Me too. I spend almost 5 minutes.
I know.
Almost a commercial break on my picks.
But you're not betting on those picks. But my point is, LT, on that, you put a lot of homework into that. You do a lot of studying, and there is a significant amount of data that you can use, right? I mean, you use data.
Absolutely.
So I compare sports gambling to the stock market. I mean, it's to me, the same exact thing. Like, there's data you can use, but there are no guarantees in the stock market. Like, I can buy Apple, right? And it could go down tomorrow for no reason. Like our Apple could have, one of their CFOs was selling secrets to the Chinese and nobody knew about it, right? And their stock price drops. I mean, that stuff happens.
Well, look, and I think in every profession, there are lazy people that just go through the motions and just collect their check. And, I've had a bad financial guy in the past.
Right.
I've got a really good one now. There are bad handicappers that don't care.
That's right.
And I remember this. This was a true story back in the early 90s when I was in school in Tuscaloosa. There was a handicapper that would give one side of the country one side of a game and the other side.
So it could always be right?
Yeah, knowing that even if you lose the Jets with this side of the country, you're still probably going to get 25% or 50% to come back to you, thinking you're due. 100% is going to come back on the winning side.
Yeah.
So they're giving out both of these.
That's
I think it's when you're dealing with somebody's money and you're taking money from them, dealing with their money, you should put something into it. So I think it's very important. It used to ruin my Saturdays when I would lose. And I still get pretty emotional about it. So it's very important for me that I win.
We have a friend that we did an impersonation of one time. From Odie's, who walked up to you and said, "Sorry about the luck, Lance," because we used to think it really impacted your mood.
And, it does. I've seen him. He gets pissed.
And she walked up to you one time back when back early roommate days, and our friend Sally walked up to you and we said, "Sorry about the luck, Lance."
Sorry about the luck.
So we always say that when you lose, we always say, "Sorry about the luck, Lance."
Well, I used to be such a baby about it. I'll never forget one time, and this is like 4 years ago, I had people over and they were downstairs, and I started the day like 1-4, and it was some bad beats, and I went upstairs and laid down, just left everybody downstairs for like an hour.
Right? Yeah.
I did, like a baby.
Yeah.
And then I got my thoughts together, went down, and I apologized to everybody. You guys saw me that night at Bellini's when we were my birthday party.
Yep.
And Michigan was losing, and I was a complete dick.
Yep.
Sorry about the luck, Lance.
I've gotten better in a lot of aspects. I was telling somebody earlier today that I have really calmed down, like road rage, blow ups. I'm trying to be better about that stuff, and the same thing with the gambling.
MJ follows up, says it was a joke, Brown.
No.
I know, but thanks for the segment. That was really good.
The
Gabriel's.
the another thing we need to remember for the
You ready to be done, Rocky?
another thing we need to remember for when we do the documentary, the 13-part documentary, is
13.
how we said hello Montgomery back in the day. You remember that?
Yeah.
Why we did it?
We used to record commercials and commercial breaks. LT would record them when we were at our old job in commercial breaks, and we were always worried that the mic would be open for the affiliates like in Montgomery or Huntsville, because we knew in Montgomery we were just running off a computer. There was no human there punching us commercial breaks. And so we were always fearful because Lance would occasionally mess up a spot and go into the worst cussing tirade of all time.
Zero chill.
And I would always drop, hello, Montgomery, after he'd do that, just in case we were on the air in Montgomery.
Okay, so 5 more minutes. We got to get off of here.
All right.
I got to go to the bathroom.
All right, we got till 6:20. Let's go.
But based on what we're doing now, I do like the relaxation that we have, kind of a safety net.
Yeah.
Anybody can obviously be canceled in today's society if you say the wrong thing. But some of the things that I was saying back in the day that would have gotten cumulus fine by the FCC, we say that now. I'm not going to just purposely, gratuitously say that. But if something slips through, it is nice to know that you're not going to end your career.
But it was funny, because Rockstar would pot up the mic, obviously just not going out over the air. We always hoped.
No, he did one time. Silver
Yeah.
Star.
It happens, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it does.
Yep. And one time with Clay Travis, it happens. But we'd always go,
so that's 2 times.
Hello, Montgomery.
I didn't say one time. I said it happens, guys. If we didn't cut spots every day during the commercial break, if we waited before the show or after the show, I suggested we could have done that. So there's solutions to everything.
That's right.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be everything during the show.
So all of a sudden, you're Mick Mars.
What?
Mick didn't seem like the fun one.
Michael says, "Are you wearing pants?"
Rockstar, you got pants on?
I have Jinkos. Wow.
Jake wants to know if LT can count cards.
Jake, this is a true story. So I'm really good with numbers. I have, and I guess we're talking about here in blackjack, and I've played a lot of blackjack. I hadn't played in forever though.
That's why they use multiple decks, though, right?
Yeah.
If anybody on our staff can count cards, it's Lunsford. That's the one I would have. When do you think so, Rocky?
Oh yeah,
they do that when we're playing poker. They'll be like looking around. Well, there's already 2 jacks out here. The chance of you hitting the jack, I'll match you, Dunaway. And I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about, but I'll match you too. Yeah,
all right, I'm in. Hey, LT, before we go, Will just tuned in. He wants to know if you've released the lock tonight. What's the lock?
Yeah, it's Georgia State. So 0-3 Georgia State, the Panthers. They're going to get their first win tonight against Grayson McCall and Coastal Carolina. Play Georgia State. I've got 2 other winners up for you, including the side on West Virginia, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh, Cleveland tonight in the NFL. Coming off a 2-0 last night. We were 6-1 last Saturday. We were 4-1 last Sunday. We're going to win for you, lanceslog.com. You get a free pick every day, including Georgia State today, but jump on board, $90 a month.
I cut you short on your counting card story. Tell that one before we go.
No,
it was me.
No, I've never counted cards. I mean, I've never even, I wouldn't even know where to start, really.
But that is why they use multiple decks.
Yeah, well,
right?
Zach says you can still count multiple decks. Zach says this, but eventually the casino catches on.
Yeah, I could see that, Zach. The thing is, I don't want to sit at a blackjack table that long.
Yeah, it is a long time.
Yeah, I'd rather put a hefty amount of money on one football game, go sit and watch it, and I am going to win my mega bet of the day more than I'll lose it. So.
Well, help me out when you're counting cards. So they're using multiple decks. I don't play a lot of blackjack out there.
So you've got 8
They don't
aces.
reshuffle after every hand. They play it down till it gets to a certain point.
So I'm assuming, and Lunsford can correct us here, or any of the blackjack players, but if you've got 2 decks of cards, you got 8 aces out there. Once you see that either 1 or 7 have come out, then you've got better odds if 1 have come out, if 7 have come out. If you're hitting.
If the guy across from me needs an ace, and I've counted 7 of them, I feel pretty good, right? Will follows up, LT. I promise you this: I'm buying your picks if it wins. First bet in years tonight. He's making.
Okay. I wish you would have jumped on last week.
Yeah. Lanceslock.com. Promo code Jim. Save big right there. Lanceslock.com. Go there and sign up for the weekend.
Jay says the Thursday night home dog favorite is his favorite, or the Thursday night home dog is his favorite college trend. Is that still a good trend? Thursday night home dog? I remember when it used to be like almost every week.
I will tell you this: it is tonight. You got 2 home dogs, 2 live dogs tonight.
So you're on the Browns and the.
No, the Browns are favorite. I'm talking about college.
College. Hey, can I ask you this?
Yeah, sure. Dunaway.
There's a lot of single-digit home underdogs this weekend. I didn't get a chance to ask you that on the Players Club earlier. I wanted to, but we got pressed for time. What like 6.5 your underdogs at home? So single-digit home underdogs in college football this weekend. Do you like single-digit home underdogs?
I do.
Yeah, so that's a good play.
I got
this
two
weekend.
in the Pac-12 that I really like that I'll probably have on my package: Oregon State against USC and Washington State against Oregon.
I mean, I just noticed that when I was looking at the board this weekend, how many single-digit home dogs you had this weekend, and that's a rarity, isn't it? I mean, single-digit home dogs just doesn't seem like they happen a whole lot.
What about the? Have you identified a double-digit dog that you think can win outright? We're like 16 or 17 straight weeks on that.
Yeah, I think Kansas State can win this game outright.
Over Oklahoma.
I go back 2 years ago. Again, Venables is taking over a program. It looks like everything's perfect based on the 49-7 win last week. But you still got to transfer a quarterback who's really good in Dylan Gabriel. But this is all coming together. And I go back 2 years ago, Kansas State lost to Arkansas State. The very next game, they win straight up over Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Oklahoma has a Kansas State problem.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Kansas State lost to TCU, who was a sub-500 team last year. Or no, 3 years ago was the Arkansas State. 2 years ago, lost to a sub-500 TCU team. Very next week, they beat Oklahoma. Kansas State, Oklahoma will go to the wire.
Wow. All right, that's going to do it for Bud Light Game Night from Gabriel's in Hoover. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. We're Gabriel's in Hoover. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on YouTube. Share this. Retweet us. Hit a thumbs up on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Make sure you've subscribed and followed us on all those social media platforms. That helps us out a lot. And set alerts so you know when we're live. LT Bud Light Game Night keeps going, though. We're not done here.
No, we're not. And Brown, by the way, a buddy of mine said if you fly to Charlotte, he's got sweet tickets for you Saturday for golf.
Oh, the President's
Cup.
Cup.
Yeah, and that's very kind.
That was one of the notes I wanted to bring up today, Brown, real quickly. Yeah. Give our viewers a little insight. I was reading this is the worst President's Cup of all time.
Well, all the good international players are on the Live Tour now. That's the problem.
And they're banned from playing in this.
That's right. They can't play in the President's. And the U.S. lost some, like Dustin Johnson and people like that. But it really killed the Europeans.
LT, I saw the Americans were minus 700 to win this.
That means they win.
Yeah. That's
anyway,
a very kind invite. Tell him I appreciate that, but I am not going to sacrifice a football.
Brett, he appreciates it. Bud Light Game Night. We do it every Thursday. We're going to be in Lakeview next week, but come out, join us. We'll be here at least till 7 o'clock. I've still got, I think, 3 left that I'm going to buy, and then you're on your own $2.25 long necks, $2 drafts. We've still got this to give away, so come do the QR code, scan it, get some great gear. We're going to do it every Thursday night, Bud Light Game Night.
Brittany says those girls over there got the 3.
Oh, we're done.
One's playing the pool.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
My face is melting. It's starting to wear down.
Is it going to hurt, you think?
Oh, he said it's going to hurt for several days.
Well, go hang out with Cord. Go rock him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
more interesting. Live versus PGA would have been better in the President's Cup.
Probably so.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get that one.
Could have done that in Orlando. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.